Today I'm with Anna. Anna, how old are you?
I'm 37.
Anna, how long have you been using blues?
Oh gosh, what year is it? It's 2012. Maybe like almost 3 years.
Okay. How were you introduced to blues back then?
I started doing it when I was really young, like 13. And I was living in Wisconsin, and when I moved back to Albuquerque, there was no, so I started doing blues. Didn't want to get sick.
You started H at the age of 13?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get a hold of H at 13?
Not everybody has good intentions, you know? There was an older guy that I knew, and he shot me out my first time.
13 years old? No family to watch you, protect you back then, or what?
I took off.
You just left. Are you from Wisconsin?
Oh, I'm from Oregon.
You've been all over the place, huh?
Yeah.
Wisconsin, New Mexico, now Phoenix.
Yep.
What does your tattoo on your neck say?
This is chaos.
Chaos. Is that indicative of your life? A little chaotic?
My mind.
Your mind? A lot of chaos up there? So, tell me, why do you think these pills are so popular with young people?
I think that ultimately kids get bored, and kids get bored, so they look for something to do a lot of times. And they're everywhere, so they're easy to find. They're cheap. You know, kids are trying to get a buzz. That's what they're gonna find.
How much are you paying per pill right now?
$1.
Last year, people were telling me they were like 50 cents last year.
Yeah,
The prices fluctuate a little bit, right?
Yeah, they're $5 in Albuquerque. I mean,
in Michigan, somebody told me they're like $15. So the guy just moved.
Yeah.
He moved to Phoenix, you know?
yeah, a lot of people are doing that.
A lot of people, I've interviewed people from Washington State, Oregon, Wisconsin, Michigan,
Yeah.
New Mexico. People from New Mexico, because New Mexico is so close,
Yeah.
they come here, buy it here, and take it over there, use
Yeah.
half of it, and sell the other half,
Yeah.
and still make money.
I moved out here to get clean, and I was clean for a while. I actually just started using it again. I was trying to get off methadone, and I bought some Suboxone that I still have.
Okay. Did that help at all? Did that?
I didn't even try. I
Didn't
haven't even
try
tried yet.
Okay.
I'm scared.
What's the scariest part of sobriety?
I don't know what my life's gonna be like. And I've been for so long. I don't know who I am.
Over 20 years of just kind of chaotic and just.
Yeah.
You have children?
I have 2. Yeah.
Where are your children at?
My oldest is 21, and he lives in Spokane. My youngest boy is 14, and he lives in Utah. He's adopted.
The youngest person I've seen out here was 13 years old doing blues. What if your 14-year-old was out in Utah with blues? How would you feel?
Horrible. It's really scary. So they kind of give me a taste of what my parents went through, you know? Just even imagining that.
Yeah. Do you think when you were younger, was there like a bit of rebellion going on?
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of rebellion?
Yeah.
You didn't like authority or people telling you what to do? Or?
Not so much, and my dad raised us by himself, and he wasn't really home a lot because he worked. That's what he did, you know?
Yeah.
And he did the best he could, but couldn't always be there, you know?
Yeah. So, what do you have any goals, any plans, or are you just living day by day by day?
I mean, I have goals and I have plans, but nothing's gonna come to fruition if I stay on the shit, you know?
Yeah.
I know that.
Do you think your addiction is what keeping you down right now?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Any mental health issues?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I ask people, because I would say I've been doing this for 3.5 years. I've interviewed over 1,000 people. Half of them are with mental health issues plus blues.
Yeah.
So my question is always, was it mental health issues then blues came along, or did the blues cause mental health issues like psychosis? So it's really hard because everybody's different, right? Everybody experiences things differently. In your case, do you think you had mental health issues prior to being 13? Like before that guy introduced you to them? Or?
I had some emotional issues, definitely. Abandonment issues. I grew up without my mom, and I think that's what led me ultimately to use heroin in the first place. But it's definitely gotten worse.
So, what 13-year-old doesn't have issues at that age, right? At that age. So do you think that we all go through some type of tribulation at that age when you're the formative years where you're learning who you are and what you want to do? But some people might have better coping skills, right? To deal with anxiety, emotional distress, pain, trauma. And some people just don't know how to deal with this, so they numb that pain with substances or a toxic relationship,
or both.
Both at the same time, which is even worse, right?
Yeah.
So for a little girl that's 12, 13 years old, she's at home, she's being rebellious right now. She watches this video. What would you tell her?
Talk to your family. Talk to your parents. The worst thing you can do is push yourself away from them further, because they want to be there for you, they just don't know how. And as scary as it is, you're gonna have to tell them how,
Do you think there's gonna be a time when you reconcile with your family?
I'm still really close with my family. It's just my kids. My oldest won't talk to me. My youngest doesn't even know who I am. And that's fine because he's a happy kid and he's safe where he's at. But my 21-year-old's pretty pissed at me.
Mad, disappointed?
Definitely disappointed, yeah. And he has every right to be.
But there's always hope in redemption, right? You can overcome this obstacle, this issue right now. It's not forever.
Right. And
reconcile with your family, your children, and hopefully they're more forgiving as they get older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Have you ever OD'd?
Not on blues. I've overdosed on heroin multiple times, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is that here in Arizona, H is not too popular. It is out there, I know, because I've interviewed people, but it's not too popular because the needles and then the blues, there's so many blues.
Yeah.
It's a quick, easy, cheaper high without needles, syringes, all that stuff, right? So so is that kind of what you're seeing out here since you've done H?
Definitely.
At a young age?
I've seen heroin maybe twice here.
How many years have you been here?
I've been here a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna stay here, or you're gonna move on somewhere? What are your plans?
I want to go home eventually. I haven't seen my family. In like 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
You've been wandering the states, or what? Just living like a gypsy, just wherever, or what?
When I moved to Wisconsin, I moved out there to, I wanted to get my shit together, and I did for a while, but it didn't stay that way, And I don't want to go home.
You're trying to get clean out here, so you show up clean, good.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about you.
Yeah.
But it's taking you 11 years, and here you are so far, right? You're not close to going home yet. The good thing though is that you aspire for that. That's a goal of yours. You haven't forgotten about your family or wanting to go back home. That's where the love is at. You just currently lost an addiction, it seems like, huh?
Yeah.
I want to say thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate you sharing your story. The whole purpose of me talking to you is prevention through awareness. By you having the courage to share your story and what you went through to get you to this point, a little 13-year-old little girl somewhere, okay, very similar to you, to your situation, is going to learn from your story, and you're going to save her life. Your story is going to save her life. Now you have to work on saving your life so you could be reunited with your 2 boys and your family and just get better, okay?
Yeah.
God bless. Take care. We'll talk soon, okay?